Okay, I'll go on mute. Thanks again, Sarah.
Thanks, Gavin. Okay, so we're going to start comfortable seat today. We are looking at some animal flow work, so just little bits of it, kind of introducing it, and that's it's quite a kind of these primal movements. They're quite strong. There's quite a lot of core engagement. There's also quite a lot on the wrists. So we're going to start with the wrists today, and we're just going to warm them up by making a fist, so the hands together, and then just start moving the hands all different directions, maybe stretching one wrist and then the other, maybe pushing the hands away. Just get some movement through the wrists while the hands are either kind of in a fist or push them away. Just feel your body, feel what feels good. Maybe flexing the fingers back a little bit, maybe pushing them away. I'm working on that rotation, one side to another. And then we'll push the hands away from us, interlocking those fingers and reach them up above the head. So the arms, trying to keep them straight so we can really push the wrists away. They don't need to come up, they don't need to come vertical, but we are going to work on those straight arms, the elbows strong, really webbing the fingers in as well, trying not to let the thumb, the little finger splay out, and seeing if we can maybe encourage them up, closer to the ears. One more inhale. Exhale, we'll release, we'll switch the interlock, and we'll do the same thing. So starting with hands and fists, we'll just take some movements through the wrists, warming them up, encouraging length on the inside of the wrist, the outside, and then maybe you play around with that interlock, pushing it away. Again, that rotation, just do whatever feels good here. Getting some movement through the forearms, through the wrists. And then we'll push the hands away in that interlock, drawing the fingers in, lift the arms up. So wherever they are, tightening the elbows, keeping the shoulders as relaxed as we can. They are going to come up. That's very normal. It's all good, but try to just release any tension in the neck. One more inhale here. And then exhale, release. We're going to shake it off now. And we'll make little fists and then stars, fists, and spread the fingers. So a couple of these. Maybe the thumb can go inside your fist and then we spread. And we'll hold thumb inside, making fists, rotating the wrists one way and then the other. Good. So we'll come onto all fours now. And we'll take some cat-cows here. We're going to move these into a bit of our animal flow. So drawing the belly button in, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. As we inhale into our cow, we let the belly stretch, the chest come forwards, maybe the gaze forwards. We exhale, round the spine, let the chin drop. Inhale, belly stretches. Keep the belly button drawing back though, keep it all engaged. Exhale, push the floor away. One more at your own pace. Follow your breath. And we're going to start moving this into like a wave motion. So as we inhale, draw the chest forwards, we're going to push the hips back like we would in our child's pose, keeping that arch back. And then we'll exhale, round the spine, let the chin drop, coming forwards with that rounded spine. Inhale. Stretch through the belly, chest forwards, drop the hips back, keep the gaze forwards, belly button drawing in, exhale, round, dropping the chin, coming up, inhale, chest comes forwards, drop the hips back, exhale, round the spine, chin comes down, coming all the way up. And then from here, we'll tuck the toes, push the hips high, back into our downward facing dog. So take whatever movement you would like here, maybe paddling the feet, or pushing those hips high. The legs do not need to be working straight. You can have a bend in the knees, encourage the extension through the spine, maybe pulsing between bent knees, to straight legs, keeping those heels high, spreading the fingers, pressing the weight back. Maybe playing around with starting to descend the heels as we exhale. Inhale to tiptoes. Exhale, heels down. One more inhale. Exhale. And then we'll inhale. Step the left foot into the center line. Lift the right leg up behind. This is our three-legged dog. Point the toes. Keep the hips square to the floor. One more inhale here. And then we'll exhale. Bend the right knee. Squeeze the foot to the bum. Open the hips to the right. Shoulders stay square for now, down to the mat. As we inhale, we're going to draw that foot up, the right foot up, outside the right hand. Bring it down into our lunge. Inhale, left hand down, right arm lifts. Easy twist to the right. Maybe the gaze up, turns up. Exhale, that hand comes down. We step back, down dog, feet hip distance again. Stepping the right foot to the midline, other side. We inhale, left leg lifts, pointing the toe, keeping those hips closed. Square to the floor below, tucking the chin slightly. Gaze back at that leg behind. As we inhale here, exhale, bend the left knee, open the hips to the left, squeeze the left foot in towards the bum. Enjoying that twist, that opening of the hips. On the next inhale, we draw that left leg forwards, placing the left foot outside the left hand. You can give it a hand up if you like, or in our twist. Inhale, right hand down, left arm lifts, coming to our twist. Maybe the gaze up. One more inhale here. Exhale, hand down, stepping back, downward facing dog. And then bending the knees, stepping forwards into our forwards fold. Take the feet nice and wide, maybe mat width. Grabbing those elbows, you can bend the knees as much as you like. Let the head go. And we can take some movement here, maybe a sway side to side, feeling through the side body for that stretch. And let the head go, so give it a nod. Give it a shake. The head is heavy, the neck is long. The gaze is back behind us. One more inhale. Exhale, letting go of the elbows, bending the knees, push into the feet, unroll the spine, one vertebrae at a time, coming up to stand, leaving the head down to last. Rolling the shoulders back and down, and we'll come to stand in our Tadasana, so our mountain pose. The feet are hip distance apart to begin with. If you like, they can come together. We'll find that lift from the feet all the way up through the legs, lengthening the tailbone, lifting from the inner groins, all the way up the torso, top of the chest, reaching towards the chin, and then we'll just soften those ribs if they're protruding forwards, lengthen the tailbone, reaching down through the hands, tuning into the breath here. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. On the next inhale, reaching the arms up, big stretch all the way into the fingertips. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, reaching up. This time, the right hand grabs the left wrist, and we exhale over to the right. Side body stretch here, banana shape. We send the hips over to the left. So we inhale back to center, switch the grip. So other hand grabbing the other wrist, and then sending your hips to the left, hips to the right as we bend to the left. Inhale, coming up, exhale, let the arms come down. Now we're going to take some movement in a balance pose. So we're going to shift the weight into the right leg. Inhale, left leg up. From here, the hands can come to the waist, maybe one hand on the knee, see how you feel. I'm going to keep my hands on the waist. From here, we're just going to look for this external hip, this rotating the hip out to the side. And then we're going to flick the heel up, and then we're going to flick the heel in. So you keep the knee high, and it's an internal rotation on the thigh and the hip, and then an external rotation that you're looking for. One more. As we externally rotate, we're then going to curtsy. So send that left foot back behind, little curtsy, back leg straight, and then we'll inhale back up to center. We're going to do that again. So in the middle, let's do that little heel flick here. So taking it out to one side and then in, out and in. Rotate that knee out to the side, same flick, out and in. It's small, but a powerful motion. I can feel that in my hip. And then we'll curtsy it back with control. If you're falling all over the place, that's all good. I might join you at some point. Inhaling up. Exhale. Release that foot down. Other side. We'll inhale. Left foot, no, right foot lifts. Standing on that left leg. Pausing here. Exhale. That knee comes out to the side. Feeling the openness through the inner thigh, the hip, but the hip bones stay under the shoulders pointing forwards. Now let's go for that little flick. Back, forwards, back, forwards. I can feel a little clunking on this side. So just notice the body is different either side. And then we'll send it back. We'll take our curtsy, lightly tapping those toes down, bend into the standing leg, and then inhale back up. Going for that pendulum motion with the foot this side. So out and then in, out, in. Take the knee out, finding the heel in, out, in, out. Trying not to let the body turn as I am. So the hip is open, but we're not turning. Sending that right foot back behind, tap it down, and then we come back up. Last one, maybe squeeze the elbows back, open the chest, finding your pendulum motion. Take it out to the side. Again, flick that heel. You might not get much movement. I'm certainly getting less on this side. And we'll send that foot back into our curtsy. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the foot back down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we'll cactus the arms. Keep the elbows high, squeeze them back, palms forwards. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze the elbows back. Last one, inhale. Exhale, cactusing the arms. And then we'll fold forwards into our forwards fold. Lovely. The knees can be bent. Let the head go. And then from here, we'll step our way back into down dog and drop the knees to the floor. We're going to go for a beast pose now. I often teach as a bear. So we'll take the hands under the shoulders, and this will be progressive. So feel free to stop at any stage that you like. We're going to walk the knees a little bit in. So they're not going to be under the hips. They're going to be a little bit forwards, a little bit closer to the hands. Still hip distance, toes are tucked. Lift the knees off the floor. So this is our beast pose, our bear pose. The hands are spread like they are in down dog, and you should feel everything's engaging in the core, the pelvic floor muscles, the belly button. You can feel it's all active, as well as the shoulders. Keep the upper back broad and the chest broad. Now we're going to kind of shuffle our way. So without moving the feet or the hands, just start swaying side to side. Little shift. Not very much movement here, but you'll feel it. Oh, it's tough. Good. One more either side. And then we're going to take a little twist. So we're going to twist the knees to the right, come back to center, then twist them left. Now keep the upper body still. The twist is coming from the belly, from the hips, and we keep those knees fairly low, especially the bottom one. Taking one more either side. twist, come back to center. And as we do, we're going to twist to the right, and this time lift the right arm. Exhale, come back, twist left, lift the left arm. Ooh, it's going to be hard work. Bringing back to center, twist right, lift the arm. Keep those knees low. Back to center, twist left, lift the arm. Good. One more progression, if we like. We're going to twist right, lift the left leg, lift the right arm. Other side, exhale, center. Inhale, open. Right leg, lift, left arm. Bring it back to center. One more either side. Good going if you're still with me. The last one, kicking that leg through, lifting the arm. Exhale, bring it back to center, knees down. Send the hips back, forehead to the floor. Child's pose. Taking a few breaths here. Animal flows, always get the heart rate up. They're wonderful, but they're hard work. They activate the core, which is what we want today as we start to look towards an inversion of headstand. So sending the breath into the back body. Press the hands into the floor. Lift those elbows off the floor. Still active here. One more inhale. Exhale. And then we'll inhale, coming back up to all fours. So we're going to do another animal flow. This time it's called a loaded beast. So we bring the hands a little bit forwards of the shoulders, and the feet can stay back. And then we're going to lift the hips like we would for our down dog. And then we'll straighten the arms. So it's like a really bent knees down dog. And then we'll start bringing those hips lower, bending the knees more. This is our loaded beast. So as low as you can bring those hips to the heels. The gaze is down. Good. So from here, as we inhale, we're going to bring the right leg forwards, outside the right hand, into our lizard lunge. Exhale, step it back. Hips come back and low, stretching into the spine, hands press into the floor. Inhale, left foot forwards. Exhale, bring it back. Loaded beast, staying on those toes. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. So you should feel this one more in the thighs than the last one, but still lots being required of our core. So this time, inhale, right foot forwards, then the left. We find a malasana. This is where the feet are wide of the hands. I'll turn this way. The hands are still down, and we'll start to bring those hips down. You can stack something underneath them. You can narrow the feet as they feel a bit wide, and we'll start to come up. Now, if the hips or the knees are protesting, you can stay here. You can stay with the hips lifted, the hands down. Otherwise, maybe working the elbows inside the knees, the hands to prayer, or the hands just stay out. Up to you. Looking to lift the chest here. One more inhale. And then we'll exhale. The hands come down. We're going to walk those feet out a little bit more. Come into a wide leg forwards fold. Reaching the hands forwards. Wide leg down dog to begin with. The hands are forwards. Like in our down dog, the head is going to be heavy, tucking the chin gently. And think about your hips in line with the heels here. So we're not coming forwards. We're not sticking it back. Trying to find that place where the hips can be over the heels. And we can lengthen through the spine. Here, you'll probably find the heels are down. You can always take a bend into the knees if you like. Drawing the belly button in, tucking the chin gently. So it should feel a much quieter place. If you like, you can stay here, or you can walk the hands in under the shoulders and then go for a wide leg forwards fold, where we walk the hands back, let the head, crown of the head, point down towards the floor, And as we walk those hands back, the elbows have to stay in. They love to fly out wide here. We're going to try to encourage them to squeeze in towards each other. And that's going to be important for inversion as well. You can bend the knees as much as you like here, letting the head go, drawing the belly button in towards the spine, squeezing the pelvic floor muscles. As we inhale, lengthen the spine, hands wherever they are. Exhale, hands can come forwards, walking the feet in. Let's take a quick seat. Good. So I just want to do a little front body opening before we come to our inversion. So we'll start with the right foot bending in to the left thigh, left leg out straight. Inhale, right hand to right knee, lengthen the spine, twist over that straight leg. Then exhale, folding forwards. Doesn't need to be very much. You can have a bend in that left knee, keeping the chest lifted here. If you want, you can grab the foot or keep the hands either side of the leg. Maybe using the breath, the inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head, the exhale to fold a little deeper. One more inhale, exhale. Inhale, coming to center. Send that right hand behind the hips, point the left toes, inhale, push the hips up, reach the left arm up and overhead. This is our baby wild thing. So we squeeze the bum, lift the hips high, squeeze the shoulder blades, open across the chest. The gaze can be wherever you like, at the hand above or below, or in line with the chest. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hips down to the floor, switching legs. Right leg forwards, left knee bends, left foot inside that right thigh. Inhale, left hand to knee, turning over that straight leg. Exhale, folding forwards, lead with the chest. Keeping the chin tucked. Imagine the spine is one long straight line. Reaching the chest forwards towards that foot, drawing the belly button in. Chin gently tucked, using the breath here, the inhale to lengthen through the spine, the exhale to fold forwards, maybe. 2 more breaths. And as we inhale, coming up to center, place the left hand behind the hips, point the right toes, inhale, lift the hips, right arm up and overhead, taking the gaze wherever feels good for you, squeezing the bum, lift the hips a little higher, squeeze the shoulder blades. See if you can open that chest a little more. One more inhale. Exhale, dropping the hips down. And we'll come to look at our inversion today. So it's our animal theme. So this inversion is called Little Bird. I'll demonstrate first. If you're familiar with it, you can join me. Otherwise, just have a look. So it's a type of headstand, really, but we do not have to lift our feet off the floor today if we don't want to. So the hands come under the shoulders, the crown of the head comes onto the floor, and you want a good distance here. So typically, sometimes the hands can come up really close to the head, and that's going to be really hard to lift. We want them back. That's why we start with them under the shoulders. So my forearms are perpendicular to the floor. So it's quite a big stretch on the wrists, which is why all the animal flu work is really good. From here, we then come to the tippy toes, and we can stay here, or we can walk it in, and maybe we can play about with lifting one foot, placing a knee on the back of the arm, bring that foot down, then the other, and bring the foot down. Maybe the little bird, if it wants to fly, both feet can lift. We're going to take a few minutes to look at this together, and if it all just feels too much for you, the alternative is a forwards fold with the back pressing into a wall. So if that just doesn't feel good for you, then we come here. I'm using this sofa we'll find our inversion like this. So you choose. Let's walk through our little bird again. Hands, starting on hands and knees, the hands under the shoulders, and then place the crown of the head well in front of the hands. Maybe walk the knees in. So you should feel your chin is really well tucked. So we're on the very top of our head, not our forehead, the crown of our head. Keeping those hands where they are, squeeze the elbows in. I'll show this from a different angle. If those elbows wing out, it's going to be harder. So squeeze them in. If it feels okay, we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to lift the hips. So push into those hands. They have to be active. It's going to help you take some of the pressure off your neck. So when you're on the tiptoes, maybe you bend one knee, bring the knee to the forearm, the back of the upper arm, bring it down, other one. And just play about with it. So you can lift both. If you want to go up into a full tripod headstand, if that's in your practice, go for it. Otherwise, focus on the elbows squeezing in and squeezing the feet towards the bum if you're in your little bird. If you come out, feel free to just come back again, give it another go. If you feel anything into the neck, come instead to the inversion, the other inversion that I showed. So maybe another 20 seconds here. Enjoy your time to just explore, see how it feels. Remember, those elbows in, the hands have to be away from the head. Away, give them some of that distance. Squeeze those feet in. So if they're out here, it's going to be harder to lift. With the core engaged, feet squeezing in. Wherever you are, we'll bring the feet down, bend the knees, and then we'll rest the forehead on the floor. Child's pose with the hands alongside the hips. So headstands or any inversions really are so exhilarating. They're amazing, so fun. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of time to come down. Maybe you can roll from side to side on the forehead, massaging the head into the floor, starting to move the neck again. Nice and slowly pushing ourselves back up to a seat. And we'll finish off with some neck stretches. So if you did feel that into the neck, that version of a headstand is actually one that does put quite a lot of pressure into the neck. There's not too much going into the arms. So we're just going to take the hands out by the side, let the head drop over to the right. So the ear coming towards the shoulder. Nice and slowly, just noticing how that feels. And then we'll drop the chin down slightly. So we're taking more of a diagonal stretch. Should feel it into the back of the neck. On the next exhale, we'll drop the chin all the way down. Center of the chest, stretching through the back of the neck, those trapezius muscles as well. This next exhale, let's drop the chin slightly over to the left. And taking that diagonal stretch, you should feel it through the back, the right side of the neck, and the back side of the neck. On the next exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Good. We inhale, head back to center, and then we'll lift the chin up. So looking up, see if you can jut the chin up towards the ceiling. Lengthening through the back of the neck and the front of the neck. Keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. One more inhale. Exhale. Looking forwards. And then you can just gently release the neck. Look side to side. We'll inhale the arms out. Exhale, crossing one arm on top of the other. Reach for the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, drop the elbows down. Drop the chin down. Send the breath into the back body as we inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the arms out again. Stretching into the fingertips, palms forward, squeeze it back. Exhale, other arm on top. See if you can remember. If you're going to grab for those shoulder blades, inhale, lift the elbows, maybe lift the gaze. Exhale, let the chin drop, the elbows come down. One big inhale here into the back body. Exhale. Inhale, elbows up, stretch the arms out. And exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, bowing the head. And taking a moment at the end of your practice just to show yourself some gratitude for making it along today. And enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend when it comes. Thank you, everyone. If you've got any questions, let me know. I hope the inversion work was fun, was interesting, even if